We got the London low here, correct. Marked out the London low, London high, right? What else do we have down here? This small little gap right here, which now is a new day opening gap. Why? Because it is Tuesday, right? Yesterday it was new week opening gap, right? But that's only for Mondays. Every other day is going to be end dog. So there's our high, there's our low, right? However, looking at the higher time frames, the 4 hour and the hourly, what do we see, right? We saw price had respected this 4 hour imbalance from the previous sessions, right? So if price was going to respect this theory here, we should shoot up for the most prominent high, which in this case would have been this 4 hour low back here. So I was looking at this 4 hour high. Sorry, I said 4 hour low. This 4 hour high to get taken out as the draw of liquidity for the day, right? And what do we see here? It got very, very close, right? But that high, that 4 hour high, was taken out here on NQ, right? Look, there's that 4 hour high, created a bearish SMT, right? NQ swept that high there. What it is do, make a higher low, right? So that's that bearish SMT formed there after it took out that 4 hour high. So I guess in a way we were correct on our draw of liquidity for the day. Excuse me, but yeah, so coming into the AM session, right? What do we get? We get market open. Price comes up, takes out that high almost immediately, right? So I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay. Also, I forgot to mention we had this previous session high back here. I know I'm marking it all out again for you guys, but I just want you guys to see, me mark it out live. Maybe that could help you guys see it. So this was the new week opening gap from yesterday, mind you, right? So this whole portion right here, we still had all this left unfilled, basically, right? So we want to see that get filled eventually. And what do we get? Right? We get a hit of that previous session high finally. That's where price started hesitating, right? And it wasn't until here. Well, I entered short here off of this, right? It looked like not the really cleanest inversion, but I decided to take that short there. Why? Because we got 10 o'clock, right? What do we get? We got taken out some sell side, right? Being the London high and the previous session high. So I wanted to see price retrace into some sell side in order for big money to close out the positions, correct? So I went short, but as you can see, it came back very, very close. This was my theory, right? Stop at that high, targeting this AM low, right? But as you can see, they came very, very close to my stop loss. So I mitigated my loss and I took a small loss. However, it wasn't until 10:15 or right here, right around here, 10:17, 10:25, that NQ and ES formed another bearish SMT, right? Here's ES making a higher low, while NQ makes a higher high here, right? Boom. So after seeing that, I decided to enter again once we had started pushing down. Same theory in mind, stop at this high, and what do we get? Delivery, right, to those AM lows. And what did price do? After sweeping those AM lows, right? Shot up completely straight, like swept it here, came back, swept that low, that swept this AM low. Shot up, filled that new week opening gap, took out that 4 hour high on NQ, right, all the way up here, and then completely dumped all the way down to the south side London loan and new day opening gap, right? So this is beautiful, beautiful deliveries today, and I'm just glad I was able to have price go where I wanted to see today, and it is just that. Hopefully, I didn't go over my 5 minute time limit, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short here. And if I did, sorry, the intro might get cut off, but we did start a new combine with Top Step. Here, this is their no activation fee, $90 combines, right? I decided to give it a shot, and I passed it in 2 days, so yeah, that's nice. But okay, yeah, that's another got it from me. Thank you guys for watching like always. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys next time.